Hey everyone, welcome to another edition of Boxing for Real. I'm your host, Don Omega. Iron Truth with me. We're doing a mailbag, trying to beat the tape. Let's go.
Yeah. This comes from Brian from Ireland, and he writes on Trinidad, his thoughts on Trinidad, which is my favorite boxer. This is what he's saying. His win over Mailbag proved he is right there. I believe his Winky loss was a bad management mistake, and I believe that he can beat most guys at 154 and 160. I do not see him in the same situation as Jones, as power is the last to go.
Well, I don't see him in the same situation as Jones either.
Yeah.
I think Jones is in a much better position, actually, because there's a lot of talented guys at 154 and 160. Not a lot at 160, but there's a lot of guys there at 154 that I would see Trinidad having a lot of problems with. And, the power is last to go. Sure, he would have power, but he would have to hit a lot of these guys. And I think a lot of people now would look at the Hopkins fight, the Trinidad, the Winky Wright fight, and they would have their game plan. And I don't see Trinidad really coming back. I think he's done.
I could see him coming back one day, but I mean, he's never gonna be the feared guy he once was. Winky Wright and Hopkins absolutely, outclassed him, embarrassed him. So the people have the blueprint now to beat him, basically, that you just use your skills and give him movement, give movements and angles, and you're probably going to beat him. Kasim Uma is a guy that would really give him a lot of trouble, especially with how many punches he throws.
With how many punches he throws, I could see that fight getting stopped in favor of Uma.
On the other hand, how many punches he throws could hurt him, because while he's throwing, of course, he is open, and Trinidad does have power. Uma doesn't have a great chin. He has gone down a few times here lately. Got up fine, but Trinidad's on another level as far as punching power.
But Uma has been shot.
Yeah.
I don't know if Trinidad's been shot and continued fighting. I don't believe he has been. I'm sure they would have mentioned that sometime.
But yeah, Uma is a tough guy. Trinidad is a tough guy too, of course. And Trinidad's a great fighter, definitely, but people with skills are always going to give him a lot of trouble. So Pernell Whitaker didn't give him that much trouble, but Whitaker was on the downside of his career at that time, and he did actually rock him a few times.
All these other guys would be more on the upside of their careers.
Yeah, they're coming up, so
and more further along than, say, Vargas was at the time he fought him, or David Reed was when he fought him.
He ruined both of those guys, and that was bad management on Vargas and David Reed's people.
Reed wanted the fight, but his people should have been responsible enough to say no.
Same with Vargas. He wanted the fight too, and they got it for him. They shouldn't have. So could have been a different outcome. Might not have been. We'll never know, because it was too early, it looks like. Anyway, that comes from Brian from Ireland, so thanks for that.
Absolutely.
And now this is the last question. This comes from Larry D. What do you think?
I think Brian from Ireland will like this one.
Yeah, what do you think about John Duddy? That's the question.
Well, if you like John Duddy, you'll like the question.
Yeah.
Everyone from Ireland might not like John Duddy, although...
They pretty much do. Yeah.
I would think so.
He has a big following in New York, too.
He's been impressive so far, to say the least. He's come out and done what he was supposed to do each time, and he'll probably continue that. He'll probably have a couple more fights and challenge someone for at least a
minor title
of some sort. So John Duddy, I think he could fight for a title in probably about 3-4 more good fights. He might even fight for a minor title before then against just a title holder. Not really. I don't really see him ready for Jermaine Taylor yet at this point. Or he might fight someone like maybe the Miranda and Abraham winner, or the loser. Either one of those would be good.
Definitely. He shouldn't mess with Miranda right now, for sure.
A lot of people shouldn't mess with Miranda right now. He's looking powerful.
Yeah, very aggressive fighter. He will be the winner against Abraham August 26th.
I think so.
I could see Duddy and possibly somebody like Sergio Mora fighting within about the next 6 months or so.
Could see that.
Duddy is already pretty much targeting Yori Boy Campos in his next fight after the Bajorges one. probably like November or December, maybe even a little earlier. That's a definite step up, even more than Bajorquez. So Duddy's progressing his career good.
Canada's on his downslide,
definitely.
definitely, but he's got so many fights under his belt. It'd be a great
Name
experience
to get under.
fight for anyone.
Yeah.
And look forward to seeing that. Look forward to seeing his progress.
Duddy's a good up-and-coming fighter, does everything pretty well. So.
Not crazy about all the Irish stuff, but whatever. That's how they're marketing him, I suppose. And yeah, so thank you, Larry D.
Yeah, Larry D. And that's it for the mailbag.
Thank you, everyone, for your mailbag questions. Remember, email us boxingforreal@gmail.com and check us out on the web at megafights.com. Take care.